What's up, guys? Hope you all are doing well. Want to thank 4.0 Solutions for sponsoring the Max Hummer Tire Deadlift at the Shaw Classic this year. The 2023 Shaw Classic will be held August 19th and 20th, again at the Budweiser Event Center, and tickets will be available November 3rd. If you're signed up as a Shaw Elite Club member, you will get early access. Appreciate the love, guys, and enjoy this event.
But we're starting off at 900 pounds, and coming up is a man who is a deadlift specialist. He's going to be the first one trying this. Let him hear it, Kevin Ferris!
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of competing against Ivers a few times. Fantastic strongman. Again, this is probably not his strongest event, but a great all-round strongman Ivers is.
Schmuck 900 pounds, no problem.
And here he is, the namesake from nearby Brighton, Colorado, Brian Shaw. Hard to believe Brian's 40 years of age, 425, 6'8", four-time world's strongest man champion.
Yeah, in my opinion, one of the two greatest of all time. Him and Zadrunas, in my opinion, are the two best ever. And yeah, what a fantastic ambassador for the sport Brian's been over the years, and it's great to see him putting on such a fantastic event.
And let's be honest, Terry, 900 pounds for Brian's going to be pretty easy.
Yeah, it should be pretty easy. I mean, obviously, he's had the stress of organising this competition as well, so let's see how much that's affected him. But yeah, this should be a smooth lift for Brock. I know his deadlift is not what it once was, once upon a time, but this still should be a comfortable lift for him.
No problem for Brian Shaw, gets it done. Five-time Scotland's strongest man, 37 years of age. Now, Luke's not really known as a deadlifter, he's more of a speed guy, but man, he should have no problem with this as well.
Yeah, I mean, Luke's definitely, again, this is probably not the strongest event. Obviously, we expect him to pick up some points moving forwards after this, but I'm sure he's sort of going to be looking at guys like Ivers and Kevin Ferris and people like that, thinking perhaps I can pick those guys, and then obviously that's going to put him in a much better position. But obviously I'm going to be supporting Luke as a fellow Brit, and hopefully he does the business.
Now Luke's going to bow out.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's not a great event for Luke. I'm sure he would have expected or hoped to get that, but you know, these things happen sometimes, obviously travel and stuff like that. This is definitely not one of Jerry's weakest events though. Jerry's one of the best deadlifters of all time, and he should make really light work of this lift.
Jerry checking in at 41 years of age, six-time world's strongest man competitor, third place at the 2017 Arnold Classic, and he finished the top 5 position at the inaugural Shaw Classic, which took place back in 2020.
Yeah, back in 2020, it was Jerry and JF Caron going at it backwards and forwards to break the Hummer Tire deadlift world record. So let's see if he's in that sort of shape this time.
Jerry Pritchett, successful at 900 pounds.
Yeah, Maxime's one of the best up-and-coming strongmen on the planet right now. Third place at World's Strongest Man last year. Fantastic all-round athlete, and all the potential in the world Maxime's got. I mean, he's a potential World's Strongest Man winner in the next couple of years.
He did mention the deadlift is probably his least favorite event. We'll see how he does here at 900.
Yeah, a lot of these guys that this is their weaker event, they're obviously going to be looking to try and pick the guys that are also on the same weaker event, so they don't lose too many points on this event.
Another talented Canadian.
Yeah, I think the Shaw Classic last year, he got a late call-up, and it was his first big international show, and yeah, he really performed well on some of the events, and did world's strongest man this year and made top 10. He was fantastic. So really improving at a very fast rate.
And the 23-year-old from Quebec City, successful at 900 pounds. Canada's strongest man in 2021, so a good lift for Rion.
I don't know exactly where he's at the moment. I know he's had a couple of injuries recently, so fingers crossed he's on form.
Well, he talked about his favorite events being the deadlift and the yoke. Not a fan of the arm over or the bag toss. We'll see how he fares here. The 31-year-old, 6'5", 365 pounds.
Probably the easiest opener we've seen, that one, I think.
Barry Canada's Mitchell Hooper now, 26 years of age. First time at World's Strongest Man. He makes it to the final. He finishes in the top 8 position.
In terms of a normal deadlift, Mitchell, I think, is about the biggest deadlifter here. Obviously, this Hammer Tire deadlift is slightly different. And Mitchell feels that where he's slightly weaker at the top of the lift, this isn't going to suit him that much, but it'll be interesting to see how it works out.
So Evan, just 29 years of age, 6'6", 350 pounds, out of Nashville, Tennessee.
I think Evan's probably one of the most intense guys out there. You see, he's so fired up for these lifts. I do actually sometimes wonder if he'd perhaps be a little bit better if he was a little bit calmer, but, you know, it obviously works for him. He performs well on the big stage, so, yeah, keep doing what he's doing if it works for him.
I can't believe Zadrunas, 47, still going at it.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the biggest icons in strength sports there is. Everyone knows Big Z, and his accomplishments over the years have just been absolutely incredible. And it's great to get to see him out here. Whether he's at his best or not, it doesn't matter. He's, you know, one of the absolute all-time greatest.
He is the 2020 World's Strongest Man champion out of Kyiv, Alexei Novikov. This guy is so explosive.
He's a very special athlete, is Alexei. You know, not the biggest guy here, but absolutely incredible. So athletic, so competitive. He's an amazing athlete to watch, and definitely hope to see him do well. And I see him as one of the favourites for the whole show.
Man, Alexei makes quick work of 900 pounds in hand.
Celsius, essential energy. Live fit.
So Kevin Ferris is going to give it a go. Ferris was successful at 900, Terry. Jumps up 50 pounds. 50 pounds is no small weight, but how much do you notice that from the 900? Is it be a huge shock to the system or pretty fluid?
I mean, some of the guys won't even really notice the difference. And obviously, the more weight that goes on that bar, the more it flexes as well. So it depends on what point of the lift you're strong, but I mean, if the 900 was near the limit, obviously this is going to be a big ask for some of these guys to then go on and do 950. Great lift there from Kevin. What an effort. That was amazing.
Ivars, 34 out of Latvia. Pretty fluid on that 900, so we'll see how he handles 950.
Yeah, I feel like this would be a big lift for Ivars. He's perhaps, again, like this is not his strongest lift, so this, I think he'd be pleased to get this, and I think he'd be quite pleased to sort of walk away having got 950.
950 pounds. So that's 15 seconds to complete the lift. Let him hear it!
So close, really. Although it didn't break the floor, if he could have just got it above the knees, he probably could have like battled with it. But great effort there from Ivers.
Brian looked pretty good at 900, but 950 might be a big jump, and he's a strategic guy. He might be thinking about saving it for some of the other events.
Yeah, I mean, Brian, like I said on the last lift, in his prime would have been 100% looking to win this event. He's had a couple of hamstrings injuries over the last couple of years. I know his deadlift is not what it used to be, but I'm sure this is a lift he'll be looking at as sort of one of those ones that can really decide on whether he wins the show or not. If he gets this, it's going to put him in a good spot. If he fails it, he's really going to have to work through the other events. Yes,
Wow.
nice.
That's right, he's one of the best ever, folks!
I think Brian will be pleased with that. That moved pretty well.
Jerry's 41 years of age from Goodyear, Arizona, which is just outside of Phoenix. He's got a son, Bubba, 11 years of age, already wears a size 14 shoe.
It's crazy. That's even bigger than I was. Yeah, I mean, he's incredible. What was Jarrett saying? His son just did Teen Nationals and won it as an 11-year-old. Absolutely amazing. He was going up against 15 and 16-year-olds.
And Jerry bows out. So 950, a little too much for the man from Arizona. I'm kind of surprised that Constantine didn't pass at 950 because he looked so easy at 900.
Yeah, I kind of thought he might have done as well, but I don't know if maybe he's a little bit sort of, lacking a little bit of confidence where he's had a couple of injuries potentially and sort of just wants to get some lifts on the ball just to, build that confidence up maybe. The other thing, obviously, where this bar pulls differently, if he's not deadlifted on a Hummer tire deadlift that many times, it's all good practice. Yeah, he definitely should have skipped that. I think it was a very comfortable lift for him now.
That's a big frame, too. Mitchell, the first time we're seeing him, 29 years of age, 6'4", 380 pounds out of Lumberton, Texas. He is the reigning Shaw Classic champion, passed at 900, so here he is at 950.
Yeah, I mean, Trey was absolutely incredible last year. He was so good. He performed so well. If he can replicate that again this year, he's going to be really tough to beat.
Wow, slow and steady. Easy.
That looked easier than a lot of the guys on 900. That was an impressive lift.
No problem for Trey Mitchell.
So one lift for Mitchell. He's already into the third weight, which will be coming up shortly. It'll be 1,000 pounds.
I think with Mitchell being a good deadlifter, but he's very, very inexperienced when it comes to events like this. So I would say, although his first lift was very easy, this probably for Mitchell is a good thing for him to do, just to get a feel for the bar, just get practice in and see what he can do.
Hooper, 26 years of age, 6'4", 320 pounds, out of Barrie, Ontario, Canada.
And he made it look easy. Let him hear it. Woo!
Evan Singleton out of Nashville, Tennessee, wasting no time. He's going right at this bar, 950 in hand.
Looked like he just rushed that a little bit to me. Got himself in a bit of an awkward position.
Unsuccessful. So Evan Singleton done at 950.
I know.
Kenya talks a lot about maybe breaking the record.
Yeah, Gabe's got his eye on that world record. He genuinely believes he can do it, and you know that's half the battle. If you believe you can do it, then you've got a great chance of it.
Remember, Pena passed at 900, so his first lift here, like Trey Mitchell's, 950.
Very comfortable lift there, very comfortable. He really had to fight for that last lift. I don't know if this is going to be there for him, but he looks fired up anyway.
Remember, folks, 47 years of age, the four-time World's Strongest Man champion, Zydrunas Savickas from Lithuania. Not today. So that takes us down to the last two. It'll be Alexei Novikov and Bobby Thompson, the last.
I actually feel like this deadlift is really going to suit Alexei. I know he's done it before, but where you get that extra whip in the bar and he's one of the shorter guys, if he can take that flex out of the bar and get it above his knees before the weight leaves the floor, it's going to make it a lot more comfortable for him. So I see him doing really well on this event.
So are you at an advantage being a shorter guy in the deadlift as opposed to someone like you, 6'6", 6'8"?
Yeah, I mean, only on this event. I mean, on a standard height bar, I don't think it has any real relevance, but with this higher bar height and the flex in the bar, I do feel like it helps the shorter guys a little bit.
And Alexei does just that. So Alexei Novikov of Ukraine in at 950. Thompson, 29 years of age, stands 6'1", 355 out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. He is the American log press record holder, so he's been looking forward to the log press. He says his least favorite event, Terry, he does not like the Atlas Stones.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby's statically one of the strongest guys there is here. In terms just stand in one spot, lifting big weights, he's as strong as anyone. So I expect big things from him here. The Atlas Stones, obviously, yeah, he's going to be at disadvantage a little bit. He's a big guy. He's not on the, taller side of things. So, but he's still not bad at it. He's just very good at everything else and sort of excels a little bit more on those.
Good.
I'm Walker Reynolds, Chairman and CEO at 4.0 Solutions and Intellic Integration. We help manufacturers remain competitive by collecting data, comparing it to the past, predicting the future by finding patterns in that data they can't see with the naked eye. As a lifter, I lift with my two sons. I wanted to approach weightlifting the same way I approach everything else. So we built a vision system that could monitor the bench press, the deadlift, and the squat while I'm taking what it is that we've done in manufacturing with machine learning, and I parlayed that into creating a technology that's going to work for weightlifters. We built a little box about yay big that looks at the athlete while they're moving. It draws all the ergonomic lines. It automatically picks up how much weight is on the bar, and it compares your movement while you're moving in real time to all of history. And we're predicting whether you're going to succeed, and then we are predicting whether or not you're going to get hurt. The reason we're at the Shaw Classic is to help transform athletes. But what we want to do is start by collecting data off the best athletes in the world.
Then the only athlete who's attempting this way, let him hear it. He's a rookie and he is kicking ass. Mitchell Hooper!
Mitchell's looked really comfortable so far, even though he said that he wasn't sure about how well this deadlift would go, but looked so comfortable on both his previous 2 lifts.
So Mitchell Hooper, the only guy that'll attempt at 1,000 pounds, then it'll go up 50 pounds as Hooper straps in.
I think he might have actually undersold himself when he was telling everyone he didn't expect to do that well on this event because of the type of deadlift it is, but he looks strong to me so far.
So Kevin Ferris will be the first one to go at 10:50, Terry. This is where it gets serious.
Yeah, I think this is where we'll drop quite a few of the guys off. I think we've lost almost half the field now. We could lose quite a few. We'll be down to 3 or 4, maybe 5 guys after this lift.
This has gone up 150 pounds from where we started at 900. 8 athletes remain, 9 if you count Mitchell Hooper, who's successful at 1,000.
At 1,050 pounds!
I'm sure Kevin, if he gets this, will be absolutely over the moon. It's a big, big, big lift.
4-time World's Strongest Man competitor out of American Fork, Utah, Kevin Ferris, 32 years of age.
Oh, so close, so close.
30 seconds to complete this.
He had it at the knees and just couldn't complete the last 8 to 10 inches.
This was what I was saying about going with the extra tires and the extra flex, where Kevin's slightly shorter. He actually managed to pull that above his knees before it even left the floor. And, I mean, he really fought for that. It was sad not to see him get it because he really worked for it.
I just can't imagine being the promoter, the director, the founder, the organizer, the head man, and now he's got to come out and compete as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it once upon a time. I promoted a show and competed in it, and it is so tough. You're literally like, running around behind the scenes, all the organising, and still trying to get yourself ready to lift. It's such a big thing to do, and obviously it's very admirable for Brian to do it and to put on this show, him and Kerry. And it really is about the athletes rather than, about some big corporation.
So the 4-time World's Strongest Man champion settles in. Brian Shaw, 1050, 1,050 pounds in hand. We'll see if he'll get this, and then he'll be able to move on. And Brian's going to bow out.
He gave it a good go, and it's obviously 1,050 pounds is big weight. Whether it's a slightly higher bar or not, it's still a big, big weight to be lifting.
So Canada's Gabriel Rayom now, 25 years of age, Canada's strongest man in 2021, placed 10th at the World's Strongest Man, which was held in Sacramento, California earlier this year.
Yeah, I was really impressed with him at World's Strongest Man this year. Obviously, he's a young guy. He's new to that level of competition, but to make his final on his first attempt, a real big statement to make.
And one by one, 1050 proving to be a little too much as Rayom will bow out. One of the taller competitors at 6'5", 365 pounds, so he's got to get that bar up, take the flex, and then get all 4 tires off the ground for a lockout, and then wait for the judge's signal. But the young man out of the nation of Georgia feeling pretty good about things.
Can he be the first to clear 1,050 pounds?
There you go.
That was a great lift.
Oh, look at that. He held it a little longer for the fans.
That definitely meant a lot to him. He's pleased with that one.
So it'll be Trey Mitchell, then Gabe Pena, Alexei Novikov, And then it'll be Bobby Thompson, the last man to try, at 1050. What do you think? Does Trey get it?
I think Trey gets this, yeah, no problem. How far he'll go beyond that, I don't know, but I feel confident he's going to get this one. That was a nice smooth
Got
lift.
it.
Yeah, nice smooth lift that was.
The defending champion out of Lumberton, Texas, Trey Mitchell III, gets it done at 1050.
Total control. I gotta say, for those of you who were here last year,
So that advantage is gone. His advantage getting it at 1,000 is gone because two athletes have cleared 1050. He has to be successful at 1050, Terry, to keep the pace.
Yeah, I mean, this is around the sort of number he's lifted on a standard bar, so we know he's got the strength there, so just a case of has he got the technique with the different bar. Yeah.
And he gets it.
No problem at all.
Gabe Pena out of Edinburgh, Texas, told us about his 6-month-old daughter, Ziamara, who's here. Ziamara translates to battle-ready warrior princess. So he's passing along the battle gene to his young daughter, and here he is now. Gabe Pena talking about getting the record here. This is one of the steps he'll have to succeed at. This is 1050, and this is just to keep the competition going for him.
Look very comfortable, very nice lift, and yeah, maybe we are on for a new record. That looked very easy. The thing that's so impressive with Alexi is sometimes you'll watch him warming up backstage or see his early lifts, and you sort of think, oh, he's not going to have that much more than that. And he just seems to find this extra thing from somewhere where he just keeps going and just keeps getting stronger and stronger as the event goes on. He's a really incredible athlete, is Alexi.
The 2020 world's strongest man from Kyiv, Ukraine, the 26-year-old now on the bar, 1,050 pounds.
See, that almost to me looked easier than his last lift that was 100 pounds lighter. So, yeah, very impressive.
He's got a nice, easy stride as he makes his way out there. Terry, when you were coming out, when you were competing, what do you mentally think about when you step up and put hand on bar?
I mean, for me, it was just a case of like I'd go through the lift in my head. Obviously, I've done it a million times, so I know exactly what my process is of making a big lift. I would quickly be running through that in my mind as I walk out, totally believing what I'm doing. But Bobby looked really confident walking out there. It was good to see. Didn't look like there was any doubt in his mind. And he was right to be confident.
And the show will go on. Bobby Thompson is in. So Constantine will be the first man to attempt 1,100 pounds. Remember, this is the first event of 4 today on day 1 here at the 2022 Shaw Classic from the Budweiser Event Center in Loveland, Colorado, about 50 miles north of Denver. And Konstantin Janishev, Georgia, hands on the bar. Very methodical, Terry. He's got the same routine. He comes out the way he locks in, the way he straps. He nods to the judges, and then he goes to work.
Yeah, you notice that as well. Yeah, you notice every time he's come out and lifted, it's been the exact same process. Quick little flick of the bar a couple of times, and then he's into the lift.
We started at 900. We're now at 1,100. And that's a little different than 900.
Yeah, this is a huge number. 500 kilos for anyone back over.
Let him hear it, folks!
Massive number.
This way!
Not feeling it. So Constantine bows out at 1,100 pounds. So Trey Mitchell will make the slow walk out to the bar. 1,100 pounds is waiting for him. He is the defending champion here at the Shaw Classic, winning last year in Estes Park, looking to back that up Not a lot of fanfare. He comes out, he doesn't make a lot of noise. It's kind of surprised to see him without the cowboy hat on.
Yeah, I mean, Trey's very much like that. He's like a silent assassin. He sort of doesn't really say a lot, doesn't sort of talk. He's all business. He comes out, knows what he's got to do, and gets it done.
And he gets it.
Yeah, he looks pretty pleased with that as well.
Successful lift of 1,100 pounds. Your defending champion, Trey Mitchell.
So Mitchell Hooper has had one more lift than everyone else. Remember, he lifted at 1,000 when everyone else passed. So here he is, 100 pounds heavier. He was successful at 1050. We'll see what he can do at 1,100 pounds. Oh, you see the waggle in the bar.
Yeah, I think he maybe just got his hand slightly off there. It looked like his left side of the bar was coming up quicker than the right side.
You guys want to see him get this weight? Let him hear it! Let him lift it!
And Hooper.
So close.
Mitchell Hooper!
So close on the first attempt, it really was.
Gabe Pena!
So Gabe Pena trying to match his fellow Texan. But first, he's got to get past this hurdle, 1,100 pounds for the 32-year-old out of Edinburgh, Texas.
If his last lift was anything to go by, this should be pretty comfortable as well. It's a great lift, really impressive. He's definitely come here to break that record, and I think he's got a good shot here. I feel like both of these guys are capable of getting this number as well, though. Both Alexi and Bobby both look strong on the last lift. They both look capable of this weight as well.
Alexi keeps his feet so close together.
I was literally just thinking the exact same thing. His foot stars are so narrow. Obviously works for him though.
Works for him.
What a competition!
He looks about as anxious as you can be to attack 1,100 pounds in hand. Bobby Thompson, the 29-year-old out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. This to move on.
1,100 pounds!
Oh! And Bobby's going to try to strap in right here.
I love the way they stop and just try and stop the bar with
Yep.
one foot.
30 seconds. He's still got time, folks. He's still got time to make this lift. Nick, wait a minute. See it. Let's go, Bobby.
Well, let's see if he can get it on the second attempt as the clock ticks down. Now under 20 seconds. And Bobby's going to bow out. Wow. He gave it his all on that first go. So Trey Mitchell will be the first one up. The bar now at 1150. This would be huge. This would be a game changer if you could lock this in. Terry, if he can send a message to the other two guys by getting this, really going to apply the pressure to Pena and Novikov.
Oh, for sure. And obviously, Trey wants to come and win this title again. It was a great thing for him to win it last. Really sort of catapulted him into people's minds and within the sport. He was always seen as a good strong man. Doing that really sort of put him up there with the absolute elite. So I'm sure he's going to want this lift and put the pressure on the other guys.
Here we go. He had that sitting on his knees, but couldn't complete it and lock it out.
You'll find some of them will try and do that as it gets to that point. Get their knees underneath it and almost try and drag it up their thighs.
So Trey will step aside.
Great start to the competition of Trey Mitchell at 1,150 pounds.
But he's done his damage. I mean, even if he finishes in third, Terry, he's in good shape because he's top 3. No problem. 7 events still to go.
Yeah, that's great points. You know, I'm sure Trey would have taken that going into this event.
I've got full faith in Gabe Pena. The way he lifted last time, I don't know if it's the hair, I don't know if it's the format, but whatever. I think Gabe Pena's got this.
Well, when he was talking about it last night, he seemed very confident, and that is a big part of it. You know, you've got to really believe you can do it, and he definitely looks like he believes he can do it. He'll just be at the moment focusing on what he's doing and trying to shut out any of those doubts, anything that sort of, any little nagging thing in his mind that's sort of saying you can't do this. He's trying to shut all that out. Just know for a fact he can get this lift.
So here goes the 32-year-old from Edinburgh, Texas, looking to be successful. 1150 to apply the pressure to Alexei Novikov, who will be the last man to attempt 1150. Got it.
Oh, that was some tough calls from Mark Phillip and Chad Coy there. I thought he had it long before they gave the thumbs up on that one. But they're strict judges, and they kind of have to be that way. If they're strict for everybody, then it's all good.
The Max Hummer tire deadlift, and Alexei Novikov will make this 1150 walk. This event sponsored by 4.0 Solutions. It'll either be Novikov or Pena walking away with the win, or we'll be adding more weight.
I don't know if Alexei normally stands that narrow. I feel like potentially that could be a tactic to stand narrower, grip the bar narrower, to put even more flex on the bar. Oh, wow, that was easy.
And he got it!
My good God, that was easy. I almost missed that was so easy. Incredible lift. This was what I was saying, he's 900 pounds, didn't look that great. And he's just got stronger and stronger as he's gone along.
All right, Terry, here we go. Final 2 athletes. It'll be Gabe Pena and Alexei Novikov. The bar's at 1,210 pounds.
Absolutely amazing. If either one of them gets this, you know, we're seeing something incredible. New world record. I mean, I was blown away. I was there when JF did the 12:02. To see that get beaten is going to be something pretty special.
Pena chalked up, went to the smelling salt. Here we go. This would be unofficially a new world record. Fans on their feet here at the Budweiser Event Center in Loveland, Colorado. Gabe Pena out of Texas, strapped in and ready to go, 12:10.
And the crowd are really getting behind him here. Everyone wants to see this world record happen.
He was close, but he's going to bow out.
He gave it a really good go, though. He broke the knees just about. It was almost coming off the floor. Yeah, great effort from Gabe there.
So it comes down to this. Alexei Novikov has the chance to take the points.
And start off this event with a 16-point win.
If he's anything like the last lift, I say he gets this. I think he gets it.
And I'm with you. I think Alexei Novikov comes into the event looking so good, and by virtue of what he did on the last lift, you've got to think he's got it in him for another. This is a 60-pound increase for him, and we'll see if Novikov can get it done. 26-year-old from Kyiv, Ukraine, Alexei Novikov. Here we go. Gabe Pena's out there leading the cheering for him. Alexei Novikov for the win and a world record to start things off here at the 3rd annual Shaw Classic.
Let's go, come on. This place is going to go absolutely wild if he gets this.
Fans are on their feet, the phones are out. Here goes Novikov.
Yes! That was amazing. There you go, a new world record. Incredible. That really is one absolute superhuman being. He's incredible, like so strong, so impressive. I mean, amazing athlete, really is incredible.
That is what strong man is all about right there. Kicking off this competition with the world record, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Alexei Novikov.
So Alexei gets it done, he gets the win. Let's check in with Matt Eisman, who's with the winner.
Alexei, I know I've had a chance to talk. I know what you've been going through. I know what your country's been going through. And I know what a privilege it is for you that you've said to be able to come here and compete. So what does it mean with the world's eyes watching you to show the strength of Ukraine and set a world record?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for support America. It's very important for me and for Ukraine in general. Thank you. For me today, world record is really important, and I'm really happy. Thank you, Brian, for this competition. Thank you, all people who come and support sportsmen and sport in general. Thank you so much.
Now, we just saw a world record, but I gotta say, you made that look easy. How much do you think you could do? You've already won, but just what do you think your limit is, Alexei?
I think plus 10 kilos, it's will be okay for me.
So we're talking around 1250 to around 1250 pounds. I don't do metric math. Alexei, what was it like having this crowd cheering you on, buddy?
Today I want to be in top 3, and this world record I celebrate with my country. It's for Ukraine. Thank you, Ukraine.
Alexei Novikov, your new world record holder, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't begin to imagine what Alexei's going through with all the stuff going on back in Ukraine at the moment, but the fact that he still keeps coming out and delivering these performances is a real testament to him as a person and a testament to his character. He's such a tough individual mentally, and to see him doing the things he's doing is just incredible.
So it's official, Alexei Novikov gets the win. Novikov wins, Pena gets second, Trey Mitchell finishes in third. All right, that wraps up the first event of 8. We see a world record, Terry, right off the bat.
What a start to the show, and yeah, great start for Alexei Novikov. Some amazing performances there, and yeah, I mean, we couldn't have got off to a better start in terms of entertainment.
You talk about consistency. The next event coming up will be the bag over bar. How quickly can these guys, especially those guys like Pena and Novikov who had to go so deep, how quickly can they recover?
I mean, it's going to be tough for them, but these guys are absolute professionals. They're so driven and so mentally strong. They've got ice baths back there and everything else. There's physios, there's all that stuff. So they'll be doing everything they can to recover, and I'm sure they're still going to put in great performances.
All right, we are one event down here on day number 1 of the 3rd annual Shaw Classic in Loveland, Colorado. We'll step aside, take a quick break, and we'll be back with more competition right after this.